thank you once again, Dr. Konnur, for making me prepare today's presentation. As you all know, Elsevier is a global information analytics company specializing in science and health. And we help institutes and professionals advance healthcare, open science, and improve performance for the benefit of humanity. At Elsevier, we've partnered with the scholarly community for over 140 years to curate and verify knowledge. Now, as an information analytics company, we are committed to bring that rigor to a new generation of Elsevier platforms, especially at this time when the boundaries between so many products are literally blurred. We help institutes and professionals advance healthcare, open science, and improve performance for the benefit of humanity. Combining content with technology supported by operational efficiency, we turn information into knowledge. If you look at all the Elsevier products, one thing is very common, that is researcher centricity. It is the key concept behind any of our tools. Our products are aimed at providing solutions to real researcher needs in order to make them efficient, effective, and informed. If you look at the scientific publishing industry today, I'm focusing mainly on the scientific publishing because we are from the same domains. There are more than 5,500 journal publishers. Elsevier is just one of them. More than 35,000 peer-reviewed scholarly journals, more than 26 lakh articles published every year, and more than 40 lakh unique authors that publish every year. And this number is not static. It keeps on increasing at a rate of 3% every year. Now, the four major publishers with the highest percentage of journals are Elsevier, Springer, Wiley, and Taylor and Francis. However, the amount of data that is there online is huge. And I have shown this slide earlier, but again, I think it makes a lot of relevance to show this slide here because there is a lot of data online and we all agree to that. Now, for a researcher, there are two very important keywords. One is information and second is knowledge. And I re-emphasize this point a lot of time because, as I say, there is a very thin line between information and knowledge. Now, both these keywords form part of a series and the series that you can see online. So data is available freely. When you apply logic to this data turns into information. Now, this is something where you have identified some very important points out of the data that you can actually trust on. When you apply peer review to this information, it turns into knowledge. Now, this is where comes the need of researchers. Researchers need knowledge. They need peer-reviewed information. So, as soon as you apply peer review, information turns into knowledge. When to this knowledge, you apply application. That means you start applying this knowledge more and more, and you start connecting the dots. That's where you get into insights. Now, insights can only be mastered when you have experience. So when you apply experience to this technique, when you converted knowledge into insights, that's where you get wisdom. And researchers today are faced with ever-growing volumes of information that they need to search, evaluate, and incorporate into their work. And the library, it has always been a repository for knowledge and research tools. Now, with the advent of big data and data science in recent years, research has become more powerful and data-driven. That is why we feel that today's librarian is a librarian who can offer helpful resources for data scientists. And it could be so transformational as a link between data science and library science. Now, we understand that librarians go through different emotions in their entire career. So they have so much to do that as they move on into their role, they start realizing that there is so much to do. And you know, there is a general perception, which I discussed in my last speech, that librarians probably are being perceived to take care of one or two roles, but in fact, librarian takes care of right from taking care of researcher requirements and inquiries, going to developing the entire IT infrastructure in a library, managing the entire library, research data management, promoting library resources, managing budgets, and there is much more that goes on behind the scenes, and it's only library professionals that know the actual things that go on. But what is in it for a librarian? When he looks back, he thinks, how do I make a name for myself? How can I be more resourceful to my researchers? How can I make a significant contribution to my institute's growth? This is what a library professional is thinking. How, amongst all these work, can I shine? How can I grow and help my institute grow? This is the theme of my today's presentation. Elsevier believes that contribution of librarians is immensely vital to the success of an institute. Now, there are two broad ways in which Elsevier can help librarians. One is helping you improve your own knowledge graph, and second is helping you become more resourceful to your users. So, how does Elsevier help you in improving your knowledge graph? First of all, I don't know how many of you know, Elsevier has a dedicated website for librarians. Everything that you see on my presentation is actually present in this particular page. And if you look at my slides, at the bottom of every slide, I have put in the link where you can reach the particular information. So when you get these PDFs, you will have the links to reach the particular information that I have put in. So first of all, we have a dedicated website for librarians. Now, in this website, there are resources that librarians can effectively implement, report on, and engage users, right? And you can also stay up to date on LIS and job related topics, right? So on this page, you will actually find links to information literacy, scholarly communication, technical services, and tools for professional development. Now, if we talk about professional development for librarians, again, I believe that librarians are lifelong learners. You regularly engage with new technology, research workflow, and learning design. Now, the following resources, and these are just an example of a few that I have taken, which can actually assist you in enhancing your skills and advancing your career. So the first tool that is there under professional development for librarians, and the website you can see at the bottom of the screen, is basically there is a guide to marketing promotions. We all know that librarians need also to market the resources within the institution. And this guide has been created for academic librarians who would like to promote library collections, resources, and services in a structured way. Now, this has been prepared based on a lot of global interviews that we have taken from different librarians and stakeholders, and we have analyzed what has worked really well, and we've put that together in one guide for you to learn. On that same page, you will also find a template which you can use to plan your promotional activities in the own institute. So again, a very simple way of organizing marketing activities, or I would say user awareness activities in the institute. Then we have a portal where you can get insights on different ways in which librarians and information professionals can share their successes and achievement by turning professional achievements into scholarly output. So there is a tool, I would say, rather say there is a piece of information where you can convert your achievements that you have had in the library into a research article. And how to do that? There are tips available. So each one of you, if you have implemented a new software in your library, if you have done really something innovative, something new, you can do a research article, convert that into a research article, and that information is available here. Then there is an information literacy lesson plan for librarians. Now, this is a lesson plan which has already been designed, and it is there for you to download. You can actually download this lesson plan, which will provide you a customizable teaching structure and an associated tool called the concept map. Now, this concept map is really useful when you plan literacy sessions for undergraduate students. So during orientation, how to plan, all this concept plan is available inside this particular section. Then comes institutional advocacy. I think this again, at the heart of the institution, the library advances learning and scholarship and fosters collaboration and innovation. Now, the following information can assist you develop and share stories about the value of library resources and services. So again, there is a section where you can actually find out how successful librarians work with stakeholders and researchers, and they help them improve the visibility of scholarly outputs on the library's profile. So again, you will find success stories in here, which you can simply read and apply. Again, there is a portal where you can actually understand the difference between value on investment and return on investment. And once you go into that particular section, you would realize that it is more of a value on investment rather than a return on investment, because at the library, you may not probably always see tangible outcomes, right? So you would see a lot of value that you deliver, but you might not see tangible outcomes immediately. So how to report your value on information, all the tools are available on this particular section. Then there is a section which talks about how to save time and money for you and your library. Again, there are certain tips and tricks that are available, which you can actually read on your spare time and get a lot of information and insights. Again, user-based studies that are present in this particular section. And then exploring how libraries use data to estimate demand and deliver content that your patrons need. Now, we do this on a regular basis, and some of the librarians who will be there in this room, they usually request us for turn-away information, for usage data. But again, those are, again, I would say that is information. Now, what you do is you apply your insights and wisdom, how you can actually relate these turnaways with the actual requirement by connecting all the dots. Let's say we give you some turnaway information, how to connect that with your scholarly output, and then quality of scholarly output, connect it with the usage, and then understand what is the actual requirement for your readers. Right now, we help you in doing all that, and some of you are already doing at your end. But again, in this section, you will find a lot of other insights, which trust me, I have visited this website on my own and I have found a lot of information that can really, really help you. Now, there are a lot of programs, certification programs that we are doing on and off. And this is one very popular certification program, which is the Mendeley Librarian Certification Program. Now, using a self-service model that allows you to work at your own speed, this program actually consists of 3 levels of assessment. The first level helps you understand the basics of Mendeley by providing an overview of different Mendeley applications. Now, a lot of you would know Mendeley as a reference manager, but trust me, that is just 1/10 of Mendeley's capacities or capabilities. There is much more that librarians and researchers both can get out of Mendeley. So if you go to this particular take this certification program, you will come to know a lot of things that Mendeley can help librarians with. And I'm going to show you a small demo of what you can do with Mendeley. Level 2 encourages you to get used to Mendeley yourself. And then level 3 finishes up with the train the trainer. So you would be asked to give trainings, and then you can earn some points and finally get your certification. Currently, this certification is on hold as Mendeley is being upgraded. So it's not that it is becoming paid, but it is becoming a better version of Mendeley itself. So right now this is on hold, but very soon you're going to get more information. And below you can see the email where you can just send a request if you need more information on this program. Then there is a Scopus certification program for librarians. I think this again is very popular across the globe. Of course, this is more relevant for institutions and librarians that have access to Scopus. Now, this certification program consists of 6 online courses, which includes topical search, author identity, metrics, API, institutional insights, and user outreach. Now, this particular certification program will give you a lot of opportunities to gain insights into your own library resources, into your own institute's performance. Then you can also deep dive into new competencies for research discovery, and you can also share your learning experience and find a lot of interesting collaborators. If you are writing your own research article, there is a lot that you can do using Scopus in the Scopus certification program using APIs. Then there is another program which I think Dr. Bhairappa also talked about in the first LIS Academy lecture series, which was Research Data Management Librarian Academy. Now, this is a free online professional development program for librarians, library professionals, and other professionals who work in this library science field. Now, it features a unique partnership between LIS academic program, academic health sciences, and research libraries, along with Elsevier as the main partner. So institutes like Harvard Medical School, Harvard Library, Simmons University, Boston University, Brown University, Massachusetts College, Northeastern University, Tufts University, with Elsevier have together designed this particular program, developmental program for librarians. Now, again, more information can be found out on the links below, and it usually covers topics like foundation of research data management, research culture, advocating and marketing for RDM services in libraries, project management, and overview of the research data management tools. I request all of you to visit this website and get more information out of this. I've already discussed this earlier in one of my slides. Library Connect is a global program for Elsevier academic, medical, corporate, and government librarians. This program includes a free newsletter along with other resources like webinars, live regional events, interactive forums, and there are more than 50,000 subscribers in 175 countries worldwide for Library Connect. Second, Elsevier helping you in become more resourceful for your users. How can Elsevier help you doing that? Now, there can be 2 ways in which you can achieve this. Either by directing your users to the correct tools or being a resource yourself. Now, for that, you need to understand the researcher needs. So what I would say is being resourceful starts with understanding what your users actually need. Today's users or researchers are more demanding than ever, and they look for citing impactful work, evaluate their own impact, be more organized, find relevant collaborators, manage research data, and much more. And therefore, they look for tools that can help them achieve these objectives easier, where a librarian can make their life easier. How? First, you can help researchers find relevant journals to read and publish. Now, for some of you, this may seem a very simple slide because, yeah, everybody knows that there is a journal finder. But this is from my experience of conducting webinars across the country. In this lockdown period, I have conducted more than 35 webinars now. And what I have understood from the feedback that I have received, that this is not the fact. Most of our researchers really do not know that there are such simple tools available online. Now, again, I'm sure this is because they do not pay interest when you conduct the probably the sessions, and being a student myself, I understand sometimes, you do not want to listen, but I think this is something that has to be inculcated right in the beginning. And I'm sure all of you in the library professionals, you conduct a lot of orientation classes, but these are something very basic things that will really help researchers find the right journal. Every publisher, what you see on your screen is Elsevier Journal Finder, but every publisher has a journal finder where you can simply go insert your title, abstract, select the relevant field of search, and you can get the appropriate journals with their metrics. Secondly, to help you save time and achieve your objectives, Elsevier has again launched this Researcher Academy. This is a free portal that you can see. Again, you can guide your users to this platform and also use this platform for self-development. So see, there are so many courses there online. If you are a library professional who's also into research article writing, there is a certified peer reviewer course. If you want to become a peer reviewer in the future, you can take up this course, be Elsevier certified. So as soon as you complete any of these courses, you can get certification. Now, like finding the right journal, you can take up this course and be more resourceful to your users. And then you can conduct internal webinars or seminars in your institute and helping them find out that particular piece of information. Then fundamentals of manuscript preparation, career guidance, writing skills, ethics. There are so many programs that you can see. I have just highlighted a few that may be of importance. You can take up these courses. There are a lot of modules within each course. As soon as you finish each module, you get a certificate from Elsevier certifying that you have completed this particular course. Then again, I think this is something really important. All of you here should encourage your users to create an ORCID, because again, this will help researchers and institutes manage their research profile, which is very critical today because now ORCID is now linked to all major ANI databases. And again, I'm sure all of you know about ORCID. But again, it is integrated with Scopus, now Google Scholar also, and now some other tools that are currently being developed. So please encourage your users to register on ORCID and create a self-ID for yourself. Helping researchers find funding opportunities. Now, this is something which I totally believe on, and I think you can really make a difference in researchers' life. Now, there are two ways you can do that. One is on Mendeley, and one is on Scopus, if you have access to Scopus. But Mendeley is free. So what I will do now very quickly, I would just take 5 more minutes, sir, if you allow me. What I would like to show you here is the Mendeley platform. And if you see, if you log on to Mendeley, you can see the screen something like this, right? So, Lavanya, if you can just see, can you see my screen, the Mendeley page?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So there you see there is a button which says funding here right on top. If you click on this icon, this will actually lead you to find funding opportunities. Now, there are two ways you can find. One is by Discover, where you can simply go to view all research areas, find out a particular research area that your institute may be interested in. Let's say I go to engineering and I go to civil and structural engineering. So I simply click on results here. And now this directs me to this page. What I say is how you can be resourceful by simply clicking a few buttons. You can simply click here and send this link to the civil engineering department and tell them these are the current opportunities that are online on Mendeley. And you can encourage them reach this page easier. And I'll tell you, some of the librarians have actually, I've advised them, they have actually implemented it. And now they thank me that the users now really care and they look forward to such emails from the library. There is another tab here which says Browse Funders. So if you go to Browse Funders, you can actually find out the funding opportunities from India itself. So you can simply add India here and so you see there are 37 funding agencies in India. You scroll down, all the funding agencies are right here. Let's say Department of Science and Technology. Click here and then this you can send to the entire institute that these are the current opportunities. So you can see here 49 funding opportunities. These are all the funding opportunities and how many days are left to apply. If you go further into these opportunities, you will also get details like the details of the contact person. Now this sometimes is not available, but it is available on Mendeley. All you need to do is go to this particular portal and copy this link and share it with your users. These are the current DST opportunities that are available online. You may have a look at them. Just doing this will really change the perception, will really make the users feel that, the library is actually contributing in helping them find funding opportunities. Similarly with Scopus, all you need to do is type a few keywords. So this is again for you if you are having access to Scopus. Scopus can give you topic specific funding. So like I just wrote cancer and I simply click on analyze search results. And if I scroll to the bottom of my page, I can actually find out funding opportunities in the field of cancer across the globe. And these are all the articles that have been published with the funding support of these funding agencies. So just again, a link here and telling the users that these are the funding opportunities for this particular topic, that you might know which your institute is currently engaging in which particular funding topic, right? So that brings me to the last slide of today, which I would like to go again, revisit again. And I have actually explained this slide earlier also. So the thing is, we have learned so many things that the librarian needs to do this, that, and for that, you must be thinking that, I have to learn so many things. I have to become super professional. I have to become a Superman. No. So should a librarian be a programmer? No, you could instant have essential familiarity of how various software tools can transform data. That is enough. Should you be a database engineer? No, but you must understand the underpinnings of information retrieval tools. Should you be a statistician? No, but you should have a clear understanding of how descriptive summaries and basic tests of numeric data can be used and misused. Should you be a graphic designer? No, but you should recognize the features of effective data displays. Now, all the slides, what I have tried to show is Elsevier has resources that can assist you librarians plan, promote, and provide user services. With this, I would like to end my presentation here. And I'm just one message that I want to give across to the entire library community. We are here for you. We welcome your feedback on how we can serve you better at this challenging times. And we would love to hear your feedback and suggestions if you have any. Do let us know. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Vishal Gupta, the customer consultant from Elsevier, for really enlightening the delegates with the rich content of Elsevier products, and also motivating the librarians to make best use of the services which I think most of us are not aware, especially like most of the certification courses like a Mendeley Library Certification Program, or maybe a Scopus Certification Program, and a research data management program. So these are all the very new things. I think our younger librarians are definitely going to make a best use of your products, not only for the development of individual librarians, and also for the development of the institute's visibility by acquiring the skills which I think the Scopus and other databases of Elsevier has really strengthened the librarians of today. And there is a one question from Karthikeyan from the librarian of Ramakrishna College. So the question is, why a remote access facility is not being provided for access to this Elsevier product? So this was the question.
Okay, so sir, I'm really surprised if that has happened at your institute, because the first thing that we did during the lockdown was to ensure that all the users have remote access. Email has been sent out to everyone, all our customers that are there in our database. An email has gone out to everyone, and we have ensured remote access. In case your institute is left out, you may please contact us, and we will do it immediately. So yeah, that is the answer, sir.
Okay, I don't think there are any other questions. If any questions are there from the participants, you can also send directly to Mr. Vishal. He will be very happy to provide the feedback.
Sure.
Sir, I acknowledge with a high sense of gratitude on behalf of LIS Academy and NCSI for really enlightening our delegates with our rich content and also motivating our librarians to make the best use of the services of Elsevier. Thank you very much.